The best way to do it is to tell stories. Okay. But it's hard to describe. The best interviewer I know is Tom Scheer. Okay. And he will tell you, he tells stories.
Is he like a known dude?
No, it's one of my guys from Naval Academy. He's the best interviewer in the world. Okay. Like, Tom, you know, what are you good at? Oh my gosh. I got to, man, just the other day, I was interviewing over at, the triathlon company. What's the, Ironman. Yeah. Just the other day, I was interviewing over at Ironman, and they were asking me about my ability to, you know, do websites and design. And I said, hey man, go to Tom Scheer at Ironman.com. So they pulled it up on their computer. They're like, oh my God, you built a website. And I was like, yeah, I built a website. And he said, because 2 days before I had an inkling that it was a design job, it was a leadership job. He said, man, let me throw a little website together so that just in case they ask about my skill set. Right? Like you telling a story that's showing them what you're world class at. Right? Does that make sense? So I have canned responses because if I tell stories, like it's different, right? Like and I'm kind of like when you're interviewing for a football job, it's a formal, like kind of stuffy deal, right? And I am the worst interviewer in the world. I suck at interviewing because I'm too honest. What's your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is reading and writing, really writing. Written communication for me is really hard, okay? Well, they don't want to hear that, right? Yeah, but then, you know, but I'll flip it around. So I just try to like, you know, what's your biggest weakness? I'm incredibly driven. And I've had to learn that I need to operate at 5 so that people can keep up. And they're like, well, that's a strength. And I'm like, well, if I operate at 10, it's a massive weakness. So, you know, but like, that's like, I got a couple, but if you're going to sit there and interview me, I'm not going to be your best interview. Period. I know that. So I got to make up for it with everything else I do. Right? And that's why I like the branding on LinkedIn and all the other stuff I'm doing. When I get to the interview, I want them to be selling me on a job. Jake, man, we really think you can lead this football program. Why is that? Man, like we just loved you on LinkedIn. You know, we've reached out to 50 people. They love you. You know, we think you could do, what do you see the vision of this program as? Boom, here we go. Right? Now we in my wheelhouse, right? Now we talking. Okay, they're not asking me questions, you know, hey, what happened, you know? So it's just how you play it, right? How you position yourself. But as a young person, you're going to get standard questions like Google top 10, write your answer out, figure out what you want to say.